violate the rule face a fine of $27,500 per passenger. The government says those rules work. So what happened on Saturday?
The airport appeared to have made a mess and acted off the ground in 3 hours or less after they diverted. The airport was completely unresponsive until later in the day, like in the evening, 9:30 in the evening.
But Bradley Airport says it accepted 23 diverted flights and our resources were stretched to the limit. 1,500 passengers spent the night on cots in the terminal. Now, with winter around the corner, the FAA is looking into avoiding a repeat of
Don't know why my nose is itchy.
That's alright.
A Boeing 767 from Newark, New Jersey was forced to make an emergency landing this morning in Poland. The plane's landing gear failed to open as the jet was approaching the airport. Pilots circled the airport for an hour to burn off fuel before landing on its belly. Sparks, fire, and smoke could be seen pouring from the skidding jet. 230 passengers were on board, but no one was injured.
A Clearwater teacher is now taking charges accused of indecent liberties with a child. Kathleen Ballman was arrested 2 weeks ago. Investigators claim the middle school teacher had a relationship with a male student at the high school. For now, Ballman is on administrative leave. Her next court date is November 14th. Out of our Salina newsroom this noon, prosecutors have charged 2 men in a cold case murder in Junction City. 25-year-old Crystal Fisher was sitting in her car when she was shot to death in March of last year. Police now say Marcus Robertson and Vera Webb killed Fisher to keep her from telling police about a drug trafficking operation. Webb, Robertson, and 6 other people also face drug charges in that case.
It could be 6 months before we know what caused that deadly grain elevator explosion in Atchison. Today, 2 people injured in the blast killed, 6 others remain hospitalized. OSHA investigators say determining the cause will take months after the agency interviewed employees and company officials. They also say it's too soon to tell if the elevator will have to be raised.
Do you want your toothbrush?
Yep.
Okay. I'll be right back.
I'd like it to be here. Follow me? It's here to here to here. This one I'd like to be a little more in the center. See, we're tied here and we're right on the midline. So how you do that, you go in between this tooth and that tooth. Okay? And that creates a little space that you can bring these forward. And then that locks you into a real good bite back here. I wouldn't do anything with that. I'd do a little spacing here. See how wide this tooth is? See, these teeth are much wider than those. Because of that, your jaw, your teeth kind of get pushed back because I'm lined up nicely. So that's what I'd kind of like to do here, if it would be okay with you. We can do it later, but I'd like to pull those in there. What we'll do today is pull those together, and then I may do that next time, okay?
Okay.
So, Shanny, and down below, Stephanie, it's not Shanny, it's Stephanie.
What color do you want today?
I like pink. I'll do pink.
The hot pink? Okay.
That is a favorite color of
That is
everyone's.
my favorite.
Their range is more commonly like northern Africa, Arabia, and India and stuff. So the South African ones are a little more rare, but it's kind of one of those animals that.
What is that?
I don't remember what he said.
I'm going to see the badgers today,
Oh,
but I'm going to see the lions and giraffes, whatever. So a lot of zoos just don't have them, but amazing creatures. They really are. They've actually become kind of cult heroes, if you could say. And if you know what I'm speaking of, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. The honey badgers kind of become an internet sensation recently. But they aren't as tough as they're made out to be. And I think once you know more about them, you'd be even more excited to see. Yeah, I mean, it's, these guys, they're really cool. In captivity, they tend to be a little more friendly, but in the wild, I mean, these things are fierce. I mean, ferocious. They actually believe that the baby cheetahs, they have this kind of white coloring on their back. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you touch it. And they believe that the baby cheetahs are mimicking these guys just because their reputation is so tough. But they have an anti-venom in them, which allows them to go after almost any snake. I mean, that's what's amazing to me. They can actually be bitten by some of the most ferocious snakes in the entire world.
Do you need a chain for the lower?
And survive.
No.
Okay.
I mean, they're very
Well,
tough.
yes.
Their skin is
Well,
really
no.
like a thick leather, so it's
No, I don't, because I'm going to use a chain or
Okay.
open coil. Yeah, I don't mean to be so. Yes, no, yes. Just go ahead and give me some pink. Don't give me any more John. Just give me pink. You're going to have that on film here. Nobody's listening. Who are you working with? No, I'm going to do it with an open coil.
Not intimidated by anything, and if you see if they take a snake bite, they almost kind of become lethargic, right? And then are able to bite it off. Yeah, eventually they'll fire. You know, it's almost like you getting knocked out with a cold or something. You know what I mean? Kind of knocks you out for a couple of days, but your immune system eventually fights it off, and you're back good to go. It's kind of the same thing for these guys. Yeah, it's funny that they're such hardy survivors in the wild because they're so hard to raise in captivity. I mean, that's right.
Okay, let's use a shorty.
Much longer, you know, they don't have to, I guess, duke it out every meal.
Duke it out.
That's right. And the name probably is more fitting as he gets older and more active. We're hoping that we can keep working with him. We'd like to use him as an ambassador in the park. You know, so we'll be able to kind of walk around with him and go around with him. But you know, right now, we'll see if he lives up to his name. He's pretty cute. I tell you what, he's as cute as he can be. It's hard to believe this guy is, especially like we rub under his neck here. Oh, he loves that right there. That is his ball right there. Last weekend to get out to Tanganyika, so if you want to see the honeybacker this year, this is your final chance. Get out to see Mr. Diablo. Matt, that's always good to see you. This was a lot of fun. And in our next half hour, a lunchtime staple could become a rare treat. Like peanut butter sandwiches are no longer a brown bag special.
There you go, Steph.
Well, they're in my book still. You know they're shorty.
Yes. I like peanut butter too.
It's the most romantic show on television. Producing more marriages than all the dating shows combined. Now, it's happening again. The New Biggest Loser. Tonight, 8/7 Central.
What? It's had more marriages than...
Yeah, more people met on The Biggest Loser, I guess.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it only takes one. Did any of these dating shows, other than that first one where they married, you know, where they're dating a guy or a gal?
Like the
The dating game or whatever. What was that called?
Oh, the dating show? Or what was it called?
You know, where they're looking for their soulmate and have all these women come in and they carry on like 2-year-olds. Oh, I love him. They don't even know who he is.
The Bachelor?
Yes, The
right?
Bachelor.
Yeah,
That's the one.
No, I
Yeah.
don't think so. They don't. You know.
Is that still on TV?
Yeah.
They need to let that go.
I know, because they never get married, except for, like, I think one of them.
One did.
But that was one of the early ones.
Yeah, but wasn't she? Didn't she on The Bachelor and then she went to The Bachelor?
Yeah, she was on The Bachelor.
Oh, she was? Is she? So that's where she got married?
She got married from The Bachelor. She was on The Bachelor and didn't get picked or anything or whatever. And then she got her show for The Bachelorette, and that's where she met.
Well, I thought the dumbest one was that Firestone kid.
Andrew.
Andrew Firestone. Okay, looks good there.
Oh, really?
Okay, close again. Mm-hmm.
And we're out at Old Cowtown Museum today to tell you about Steampunk Day that will take place this Saturday from 10 o'clock to 4
What day?
o'clock.
Saturday.
This is a family event.
What is it called, though?
If you don't know
Steampunk
what
Day.
Steampunk.
It's actually a movement that captures the attention of people who love science fiction and also the Victorian age. Angela Cato is with us right now, and really, the picture tells the story. This is really hard to understand unless you see it.
Well, you kind of captured it perfectly, Barbara. It's Victorian science fiction, so it takes a little twist of fantasy on everything that you would commonly associate with Victorian, the dress, the transportation, airplanes and such. And then it has a little bit of a technological twist with gears and cogs and everything that's a little bit science fiction-y.
For example, people will take antique items and then use them to develop something new using 21st century ideas.
Absolutely. The idea of a computer is actually there in a steampunk world, but it's made with materials that were available in the Victorian era. So you'll have the machinery, the cogs, the gears, but it has a different look. So it really does have that Jules Verne novel feel to it. For example, what I have in my hand here is one of the hats you typically see in the Victorian era, but they have little things goggles. And you have to kind of get into the genre a little bit. The goggles are a mainstay on all of the clothing as far as even clockwork and such. There's just something unique to steampunk that you won't find anywhere else.
And this is a family event. There are people from around the region that will be participating. What are some of the activities that folks can look forward to?
Well, steampunk is just something unto itself. There's going to be a poetry slam. There's actually going to be Victorian rapping, a la in the movie.
Yeah, that should be it.
There's going to be penny carving races, and those are the bicycles with the very large front wheel and the small back wheel. There's going to be a steampunk croquet, and of course you'll have all the dime museum, which is kind of in the vein of a turn-of-the-century carnival feel. There's going to be activities going on throughout the grounds, and really this is not your ordinary calendar. You really have something different.
Perfect location for it.
A little.
Really is a genre, and this is really designed to be an introductory experience for people who come
We'll have to remember to turn it up tonight before we go.
Appreciate it. Families can come, anyone can come out and really just get this sampling of what it's all about.
Well, you've got me convinced.
Okay.
We'll see you out here Saturday.
Down below we've got a 1616. Open coil between 27 and 28. And we're moving 27 measly. Up above, I slotted a 1616 night tie. Okay. Things are looking good.
You said 27 and 28, right? Open coil.
Mm-hmm. Right. Moving 27 measly. Okay, looks good. Coming around well.